The Remarkable Story of Rabscuttle and ahrairah. May your adventures bring you closer together, even as they take you far away from home. Laurie Myers. They say that there was a time when ahrairah was not accompanied by a band of Ausla or his ever-trusting partner Rabscuttle, but led his warren independently. This time is said to have been just after Frith bestowed the gifts of speed and cunning to ahrairah and rabbits alike. ahrairah, arrogant and neglectful of his people's population, had to develop these skills further in an attempt to avoid his newly gained ahrairah enemies. Constantly running away from ahrairah allele, independence and survival became second nature to the great rabbit of trickery. Now, however treacherous the grounds of Wimbledon may be, I do not know, but surviving the many obstacles of nature was a common challenge for all rabbits. Rabbits are anxious individuals that focus intently on the need for ahrairah and rely heavily on one another. ahrairah was known as the sneakiest and most clever rabbit, who never thought twice about helping his people. One day, ahrairah had left the warren to go souffle when Puffleberry told him that his friend Rabscuttle had gotten into trouble. The young rabbit had gone in search of ahrairah when he stumbled upon lavish amounts of lettuce, plenty enough to feed the entire warren. Unknowingly, he had entered King Darzan's land and attempted to steal his precious lettuce. Seized by the king's guards, Rabscuttle was kept in captivity for his theft. ahrairah, sworn enemies with the king, wished to help his rabbit comrade in any way possible. Fu Inlay, when ahrairah was making his way to Silflay, he crossed the dreary marshes of far Wimbledon with a tuft of grass packed into his mouth and snuck into the young rabbit's prison to offer help. He said, "Young Scouroo, my people are most important to me, and I have heard of your wrongdoing. ahrairah is essential to preventing probable illness of our people when bad weather comes. King Darzan and his ilk are selfish and do not understand this. You have done no harm, and I wish to help you." "ahrairah," replied Rabscuttle, "I did not mean to bestow such burden upon you. I will forever be in your debt. I will get you out of here and back to the warren. For now, remain calm, and tonight, as all the guards sleep, make sure you rub this grass all over your fur. I'll return tomorrow." ahrairah insisted as he left, cautiously. Rabscuttle had no idea of the great rabbit's plan, but placed his trust in him. The next day, Frith, ahrairah covered in green grass, returned to King Darzan's territory and went directly to the guards that surrounded Rabscuttle's cell after sunrise. He said to one of the guards, "Hello, I am King Twarley of Pargra, Warren, and I wish to inform you that you have a member of my Ausla captive in your cells. We are not ordinary rabbits where I come from, but green paisley rabbits, rabbits with the power to cover lands in ahrairah. Your captivity of my people is insulting at the least, but if you release him, I will offer you the finest of our rare green ahrairah. I guarantee it is the best you have ever eaten." "I cannot release a prisoner of the king's without permission. I shall get him at once," replied one of the guards. Once King Darzan had joined the group, he immediately questioned King Twarley's intentions. He began, "What makes you so sure that this thief is one of your people? My guards caught him right in the act of stealing my lettuce." "Why, yes, I am quite sure this is the captain of my Ausla, Ratchaquandalisha. All members of the Ausla, as well as the chief rabbit in Pargra Warren, are all born with a distinct green pigment in their fur. See, his fur resembles green grass. This pigment allows our warren to be identified as the most successful in collecting and producing ahrairah with our unbelievable talents. Given our distinct abilities, I am sure you would benefit from releasing my friend," proposed the sneaky rabbit as he successfully deceived the enemy. "Oh! Why had my guards not told me this before? Of course I have heard of Pargra Warren. An abundance of rare green ahrairah? My apologies for having kept one of your incredibly talented Ausla from you. Of course he may return to your warren." "Thank you. This is what I expected," replied the counterfeit chief. "And in return, I will have the best of the ahrairah delivered." Then Rabscuttle saw that ahrairah had been as good as his word. He and ahrairah left King Darzan's territory covered in green grass and doused in pride. The two determined shortly after that day that an Ausla would be helpful for their warren. From that instant on, Rabscuttle always knew he could trust ahrairah, and the two decided they were an efficient team. Each played their own role in successfully solving problems from then on, using their deceitful tricks. ahrairah fabricated plans, and in return, Rabscuttle offered his eternal loyalty. and from that day to this, rabbits alike have learned the importance of friendship through ahrairah's prompting.